They thought you went quiet because you were broken. Now your success is embarrassing them. They thought you went quiet because you were broken. But now your success is embarrassing them in ways they never expected. They believed your silence meant defeat. They thought you had nothing left to say because they had finally damaged your confidence. They assumed you were hiding because you were ashamed, lost, and unable to move forward. But they misunderstood what your silence really meant. You were not quiet because you had given up. You were quiet because you were tired of explaining pain to someone who kept causing it. You were quiet because every conversation with him turned into blame, confusion, and emotional punishment. You were quiet because because your spirit needed room to breathe without their voice controlling the story. They had done enough damage. They ignored your feelings, dismissed your pain, and made you feel and made you feel guilty for reacting to disrespect. They used silence against you when they wanted control. They acted cold when you needed honesty, then called you dramatic when you finally broke down. For a while, it affected you deeply. You questioned yourself. You replayed conversations in your mind. You wondered if maybe you were too emotional, too sensitive, or too hard to love. That was exactly what they wanted you to believe. They wanted your confidence low. They wanted your mind tired. They wanted you so focused on their approval that you forgot your own worth. They wanted you trapped in the pain while they walked around pretending they had done nothing wrong. So you stopped talking. They thought they had won. They thought you were sitting somewhere crying over them every day. They thought your silence meant you were waiting for them to return. They thought you were too hurt to rebuild. They thought you were too hurt to rebuild. They thought your life had slowed down because of what they did. But behind that silence, something powerful was happening. You were healing quietly. You were learning how to stop answering people who only wanted access to your emotions. You were learning how to protect your peace. You were learning how to stop begging for understanding from someone who benefited from misunderstanding you. You started putting your energy back into yourself. You started focusing on your goals. You started showing up for the things you had abandoned while trying to survive the relationship. You started remembering that you had a life before their manipulation and you could still build one after it. That is what they did not see. They did not see the private discipline. They did not see the days you had to push yourself even while hurting. They did not see the small steps you took when nobody was clapping. They did not see the strength it took to rebuild while people still misunderstood you. Then your life started changing, not loud at first, not in a way that needed attention, but slowly your peace returned, your confidence came back, your focus sharpened your success, your confidence, your focus sharpened, your confidence started showing on your face, your choices, your boundaries, and your growth. And now they can really see it. They see you moving differently. They see you becoming better without them. They see you that they see that your silence did not destroy you. They see that the person they thought was broken was actually becoming stronger in private. That is why your success embarrassed them, because it does not match the story they told. They made it seem like you were the weak one. They made it seem like you could not function without them. They made it seem like you were the problem, but your growth is exposing the lie. People are starting to notice too that people are starting to notice that too. They see that you are calmer. They see that you are more focused. They see that you are no longer reacting to drama. They see that your life took lighter, your life looks lighter since you stopped giving them access. They make that makes them uncomfortable, because if you were truly the problem, why are you growing without them? If you were truly the unstable one, why do you look more peaceful now? If you were so innocent, if they were so innocent, why does your healing makes their story look weaker? These are the questions your success is forcing people to ask. Now, they may try to minimize it. They may act like they do not care. They may sound they may say you are showing off. They may pretend your progress is not real, because admitting it could mean facing the truth. The truth is, they expected your pain to keep you small. They expected your pain to keep you small. They expected your silence to make you disappear. They expected their rejection to damage your confidence forever. They expected you to keep carrying the weight of what they did. They did not expect you to turn that pain into discipline, but you actually did. You used the quiet session to rebuild your mind. You used the heartbreak to strengthen your boundaries. You used the disappointment to understand what you would never accept again. You used the pain as a reason to become more serious about yourself. This is the regret they are facing. They are watching you become the version of yourself they never thought could become without them. They are watching your peace become louder than your explanation. They are watching your success answer every lie they told about you. They are watching your life move forward while while their old control loses power. And the most powerful part of them is that they cannot take credit for it. They cannot say they helped you grow. They cannot say they stood beside you while you rebuild. They cannot say they believed they believed in you when you were struggling. They can only watch from a distance and remember how they treated you when you were trying to survive. That is the fallout. They thought breaking you would make them powerful. They thought your silence would prove their control. They thought your pain would keep will keep you hidden. But now your success is exposing how wrong they were. You did not go quiet because you were finished. You went quiet because you were protecting the part of you that still wanted life, still wanted to live, grow, and rise again. You went quiet because you were done giving explanation to people who never respected your truth. You went quiet because your next version needed privacy. Now your success is embarrassing them because it proves they were never the reason you had value. They were only the lesson that pushed you back to yourself. They were only the pain that taught you boundaries. They were only the chapter that showed you how strong you could become when they stopped begging to be loved. When you stopped begging to be loved correctly. They thought you went quiet because you were broken. But now your success is embarrassing them because the silence they mocked became the place where you rebuild everything they thought you had. Where you rebuild everything they thought they had destroyed. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time coming across this channel, I am Alice. Kindly subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that anytime I drop a new video, you will be the first person to see it. For those who are supporting me, for your likes, for your comments, I really, really appreciate, and I see all your comments, and I'm going to reply to all your comments. Thank you so much for all your support.